In light of the fact that it's a holiday week, I thought I would do something a little bit different on the podcast this week. So rather than daily episodes, which I'll be back with next week, I'm just going to record one episode for this entire week, which is today. And I want to talk about gratitude this week. It is Thanksgiving. I actually try to talk about gratitude every week during Thanksgiving week. And personally, I have to work hard at practicing gratitude and remembering to be grateful for things because my natural inclination is to wish things were different. I wish this could be easier. I wish my 3-year-old would just do what he's told without an argument about every little thing, especially at bedtime. I wish I wasn't so bullheaded and maybe my children wouldn't all be stubborn bulls just like their mother and their father for that matter. And often when I pray, I ask for God to take care of something I'm worried about, or I don't know how to handle myself, or I know I can't do on my own. And a well-known prayer among Catholics, of which I am a Catholic, is the prayer of surrender. It says, Jesus, I surrender myself to you. Take care of everything. It is a very wonderful prayer. And if you are a Christian, it's a great prayer to have in your back pocket. Jesus, I surrender myself to you. Take care of everything. Every time I say it, it's like a weight is lifted off my shoulders, even if nothing has changed yet. But then when my prayers are answered, I am very quick to move on. And I often forget to have a grateful heart about whatever it is that I was obsessively worrying about. Hey, God, remember when I begged you to help with that huge problem I was struggling with? And I prayed about it for weeks on end, and then you did take care of it. Oh, yeah, by the way, thank you. But even then, I don't remember to express my gratitude a lot of the time, and I feel pretty bad about that. So gratitude is definitely easier to practice, I think, if you are a religious person, because you have someone to thank for all of your blessings. But even if you're not religious or you don't believe in God, you can still express gratitude for all of the people and circumstances of your life. And with it being Thanksgiving this week, gratitude is top of mind, and I hope it is for you too. And if you need a refresher, if you haven't heard about the benefits of gratitude, or if you find it hard to kind of practice gratitude and be mindful of that in the present moment, I just want to talk real briefly about some of the tremendous benefits of gratitude that are pretty well understood. And one of which is improved mood. Grateful people are generally happier, they're more satisfied. Gratitude can help lower your stress, your blood pressure. It can improve your heart rate, your breathing. Gratitude can lead to better relationships because that helps us with maintaining social connections and bonds with others. It's known to improve physical health. So people who are more grateful actually have fewer signs of heart disease. It's better for your sleep. It helps reduce depression. That can kind of counteract depression and suicidal thoughts. Gratitude can actually help you be nicer because it fosters empathy. Gratitude can help you be more resilient to stress. It can help you feel better about yourself, better self-confidence, better self-worth. The benefits of gratitude are far-reaching. On the flip side, though, the problem with not being grateful is actually quite dangerous. When we take things for granted, life does lose much of its joy. A recent example in my own life of this, I think I've talked about it on the podcast before, actually, but I was in Denver over the summer and I stayed at the Four Seasons, which was this gorgeous 5-star hotel in downtown Denver. And I don't usually splurge for a top of the line hotel, but I have stayed in 5-star hotels like the Four Seasons before. And when I'm at these hotels, I often think to myself, like, wow, I wish I had this view, or I wish I had this shower at home with like the 5 different nozzles, or these luxurious sheets to sleep in. The beds and the sheets at these hotels is like, I cannot get out of bed in the morning. Or it's like the pool. It's just, I just would love, wouldn't it be nice to have a 5-star hotel lifestyle every day? But deep down, I know that if I had those things, after a while, it would just become normal. It would lose its specialness. And I wouldn't appreciate it or feel like, I need to pinch myself every day because it's your new normal. So then you're having to continue to up the ante if you're not appreciating what you have, if you're always wanting more, if you're always wanting something better. And that's how you get to the point where you're willing to spend $6 million on a banana. Now, if you haven't heard about this, it was just last week. There was a piece of conceptual art consisting of a banana, an actual, like a real banana, duct taped to a wall. It sold for $6.2 million at an auction in New York last week, with the winning bid coming from a prominent cryptocurrency entrepreneur. Now, when you have everything and nothing else excites you anymore, that's when you pay $6 million for a banana duct taped to a wall. The buyer said, quote, "In the coming days, I will personally eat the banana as part of this unique artistic experience, honoring its place in both art history and popular culture." Well, there's a whole story behind why this banana duct taped to a wall went for 6.2 million in the first place, but it's all pretty ridiculous. One of the biggest benefits of gratitude, not just for your sanity and doing normal things like not buying a $6 million banana with duct tape on it, is for your personal financial situation. Because being more grateful allows you to better understand what's most important to you so that you can spend money in a way that's consistent with your values. So if you're not grateful, if you're always sort of seeking more, living on that hedonic treadmill and like chasing new, better, bigger, faster, and you're not grateful for just the present circumstances and the things that you have, then that can lead to spending money in a way that's not consistent with your values, or in a way that's trying to kind of mask maybe a deeper dissatisfaction or a deeper unhappiness. And we don't want to fall into that trap, because many people never reach their most important financial goals because they waste money on stuff that doesn't really matter all that much to them. Maybe it was a really nice car that they didn't need or really want that much. Or maybe it was just too many fast food trips, too many times eating out at a restaurant, too many tech gadgets or shoes or wine club membership or cute little decor items for your house. Like, it seems like a small thing here or there, but it really adds up over time. And when you are grateful and you can recognize the things that are most important to you and the relationships that are most important to you and the values that are most important to you, then you're better able to spend your money in a way that will help foster those values and bring contentment and true satisfaction, because your spending is consistent with your values rather than spending on things that are frivolous or maybe don't align with what's most important to you. So this week, it's a perfect opportunity with Thanksgiving to reset your gratitude awareness, practice gratitude. I encourage you to take some time out of your day. Maybe you're getting ready in the morning, having your coffee, you're sitting at a stoplight. It takes just a few moments. Like, it doesn't need to be some 20-minute exercise where you get out a journal and you write about it. You could do that, but it doesn't need to be more complicated than that. And just thinking of, what is something or someone you're grateful for today? Again, it doesn't need to be a big deal. You don't need to list 20 things that you're grateful for. You just need to stop and enjoy the moment, appreciate the good things in your life, big and small, which are always present. And I would encourage you to, even if you're in a season of life that is difficult, maybe you're having trouble with your kids, maybe you're really angry at somebody in your life, maybe you're holding on to some sort of resentment or bitterness. I know it can be really difficult to kind of pull yourself out of that if you're having a difficult time. But everything doesn't have to be perfect in life for you to feel grateful for at least something. So I encourage you, what are you grateful for today? Think about that every single day this week, especially Thanksgiving. And if you aren't already in the habit of having a grateful heart and building that gratefulness into your daily habits, your daily routines, your daily thoughts, and the mind chatter that goes on, try to incorporate that every day this week. Today, I am most grateful for my children and my spouse. I love my family, and some days it's hard because I have 4 kids, 10 and under, but I try to appreciate them and the stage of life that we're in, because I know it changes rapidly. And before I know it, they'll be grown up and they won't need me anymore. And so even though I'd like to have a little bit more alone time some days and things to do and have more independence and not have people who are so dependent on me all the time, it's okay right now, because I just have to remind myself that it won't be that way forever. And one day I'll look back on it and wish that I had them to need me more than they do when they're older. All right, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you as well for listening. I'm grateful for you, listeners. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a very happy and relaxing Thanksgiving and that you are spending time this week with the people that you love. My name is Ashley Mitchell, and this is the Retirement Quick Tips Podcast.